Time now for sports with Casey Conlon.
The biggest tournament in Montana high school sports fires up Friday. Sidney used to be wrestling royalty, and this year's group is in the best position yet to knock off the current kings. More than 50 teams from all corners of Montana will walk into the all-class state wrestling meet Friday morning, but the Sidney Eagles have their eyes on just one.
Last year we went at the Class A duels. We dueled them for the finals, and we got demolished.
They've always been one step ahead of us, so it's meant a lot to us to finally be one step ahead of them.
The Havre Blue Ponies have owned Class A wrestling for more than a decade. They've won 9 of the past 11 state titles and were the preseason pick to do it again. But the tides seem to be turning. Sidney beat Havre at the Class A duels and then again at last week's Eastern A Divisional.
There's 25 kids that are all on the same page, and they push each other every day in practice. And you know, we're excited about that, and they're pretty dang hungry. You know, we haven't won a state title for a while.
2006, in fact. Back then, Guy Melby only had a couple hundred dual wins under his belt. Now, he's the first in Montana history to hit the 500 win mark.
In 2013, we broke 400, and so we've had over 100 dual wins in 4 years.
From the turnaround he's made from this team in 1 year, last year we were like 10th in the state, and now we're ranked first 1 year, so it meant a lot to us to get him.
Sidney finished 11th at last year's state tournament, their worst in years. You might think kids look back on it with disdain. Quite the contrary.
You know, last year was probably my favorite year. Coaches often say that you can see each other get better, and I never really yeah, we get better, but last year you could definitely tell. You could definitely see it.
Now they're back on top, entering state as the #1 ranked team. But Melby knows that ranking doesn't mean anything until Saturday night.
You know, they're not going to remember 500 dual wins. They'll certainly remember a state championship, and that's what we're headed towards.